You are now listening to Nyeckro and DJ Crobo. High sodium content.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of High Sodium Content. Now, today's episode, it's more or less a rant, if you will. And it's a rant about several things. I mean, the main topic is immigration. Let's just go with that, and amongst other things. Now, you have, this new Republican politician, in the limelight now. Pretty sure you guys have heard of him. Vivek Ramaswamy.
What?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing a bet. It's the guy's name.
Damn.
But the reason why he's the focal point right now because he's the most vocal. But you have other immigrants or people that aren't that weren't born. Well, he was born here, first generation or something like that. But families that came over from someplace. He's the focal point because he seems to focus a lot on Black Americans. And we're going to look at this video real quick, just so you guys get the point. And shout out to the brother, shout out to the brother Taurine Rain Reloaded. And check out his YouTube channel. But the video is called Vivek Ramaswamy Talks Crap About Black People in a Room Filled with No Black People. So let's check this out.
Governing institution to mankind. We conservatives, we do say, and I'm with you.
Oh, let me go back a little bit.
Have a single parent household, that mom could make more.
Yeah,
We called it the Great Society.
Oh, jeez.
Family policies. We have anti-family policies in this country, right? So we need to get that government out of the way. Let me teach you something about the 1960s. Okay, Lyndon Johnson launched the greatest.
Now let me pause this right here. Now, for many of you who don't know, which is probably the reason Black folks vote Democrat now, but Lyndon B. Johnson was a terrible racist. There was he wrote in some letter or something, he was caught saying that if he can get black, well, he didn't use that word, but if he can get those N words to keep voting Democrat for 100 years, something along the likes, it'd be like I don't know, I gotta find a quote, but it's something like really just crazy. But
say, well, you can't have a poll tax. They can say you can't have a gas tax or a cigarette tax or anything else. Federal government's telling the states pretty tough what their business is. Now, you can say that they can't discriminate, but I've got to prove that it discriminates. Now, I can't prove it in Texas. There are more niggers voting there now than white folks. There are more of them buying poll taxes now than white folks.
I just wanted to share that.
Misnomer in political history when he called it the Great Society. It was the Awful Society, is actually what he unleashed, where they actually paid families. He was supposedly in the name of helping back Black families. A Black family, by the way, 70% of Black kids in the 1960s, over 70% were born into two-parent households. Right.
My thing is, see, this is the sick mind of the white supremacists, and you might be like, why am I calling him a white supremacist? Because he's exhibiting that behavior. Supremacist has a sick mind. They're obsessed. It's an obsession. I mean, do you guys see any Black folk in the room? I don't know. Maybe that lady up front, maybe. But I mean, what's the relevancy here? Like, why would you even discuss that? Let's go.
All right, today it's less than 30%. Why? Because you get what you pay for. So they paid them more to actually have a single parent household. That mom could make more saying, I'm married to Uncle Sam instead of married to you. Well, why the heck do I have you around? Well, I don't really blame them for we've induced people to make economic decisions. They make the decisions in part that they're incentivized to make. You get what you pay for. So I think the low-hanging fruit is get the government.
Now, my thing is, I came from a two-parent household. My dad came from a two-parent household. My mom came from a two-parent household. A bunch of my friends, like all my friends, came from a two-parent household. Like, I don't know where this idea where like all the black folks don't have fathers and stuff like that. Like, he's just perpetuating more stereotypes. This guy disgusts me.
The heck out of the way with these anti-family policies, and then we restore the best known governing institution to mankind. We conservatives, we do say, and I'm with you, I say that we don't trust the big government. When we say in God we trust, in the bottom of our coins, let me translate that for you. It means in government we distrust. That's what it means. But the best known governing institution to mankind is not just that we're against big government. We're in favor of that best known form of governance, the two-parent stable family household.
Okay.
Pretty interesting, right? Now, I wanted to use him for a jump off point because I want to get through to a lot of you. Hopefully I can. Now, I've never been part of the whole black and brown, people of color. To me, that's offensive because you got to understand, none of these people share our struggle. Sure, they've had hardships, gone through things in their countries and stuff like that, but nothing equates to what happened to Black Americans. Nothing. It is the most unique experience. I mean, I'll give anybody a chance, name me a civilization or anybody, Pretty sure they're black. I digress. But I want to reach out to you guys. You got to understand that there is no coalition. There's no team. It's just us. And somehow, some way, we have the Democrat Party who keeps, especially the Congressional Black Caucus, that keeps pushing this idea, this agenda that we should team up, like the X-Men and the Avengers. And that's not the case. It's never the case. We have the example of Ramaswamy right there. You have all these immigrants and all these different cultures of people built themselves up, but they didn't face the same levels of harassment, destruction that black folks have faced. So yeah, they were able to get a leg up. And if it wasn't for the strides of the civil rights era and the strides of Black Americans, Vivek Ramaswamy wouldn't even have a podium to stand on. He wouldn't even have a space to speak on. That's what upsets me. And that's the thing that I need you guys to understand, that these immigrants and different people are trying to take the spot. And that's what the Democrats are doing. They're trying to fill their bases. That's why the borders are flooding like crazy. You should see New York. I drive in New York every day. And it's flooded with immigrants. And the thing that's messed up is that, and again, New York is a Democrat run state, run city. And look at what happens. Rather than tackle the homelessness of actual American citizens, you are hosting up giving all these illegal immigrants SNAP benefits, um, all types of other benefits, food stamps, Medicare, healthcare, free housing. But yet, you have people on your streets. Can't make this stuff up, folks. But you see, these people are going to start thinking, are going to reach a point where they're going to start thinking that they're better than you. You got to stop voting these people in. This is the point I'm trying to make. There's no black and brown coalition. We have no friends. We have no friends in this game. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson said, "We have no friends." We are our friends, and we need to come together like Voltron. Because if we don't, we're done. We're done. Second class citizens, we're looking at fifth, sixth, maybe seventh in this country, in the country that we built. Listen, I'm not here to tell you how to vote. I'm just encouraging you for the success and a continuation for Black America. We can't keep voting these people in. Look at what Biden did. He sent billions of dollars to Ukraine. We are about to go in default in a few weeks. We might not even have a dollar anymore. And I think it was at the tune of 87%. 87% of y'all voted this man in. The author of the 1994 crime bill, the man who said he doesn't want his children going with jungle people or something. I don't know. It was something racist. But you can look it up. He said that if you don't vote for me, you're not Black.
3 words have ignited a political and racial firestorm.
So if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't Black.
Rather than him do what's right, he panders. Gives you a Supreme Court judge who, might I add, has a terrible record with Black people. Terrible. I think Ketanji Brown, I think what did she do? Jackson or whatever. I think she reversed the decision. And y'all could look this up too, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if memory serves me right, she reversed the decision for these Black folks for a settlement. They was going to get like a $7 million settlement. She reversed it. and everything was signed off and everything good to go. All parties agreed, and she reversed it. The pandering. Listen, I'm not into that. My vote is for sale. My question is, what are you going to do for Black folks? What are you going to do for Black Americans? See, the Democrats gave the Asians a hate crime bill. They didn't attach you to it, but it's supposed to be the, you know, people of color coalition. Gotta love them Democrats. Gotta love them Democrats, man. You see, that right there should have been the last straw for many of you. But again, y'all just, hopefully this is a wake-up call. I mean, a lot of people my age, we know what's up. You know, it's older generations. And we need you guys to realize that, you know, you have to be politically savvy. You can't just do a blue no matter who. These things are detrimental. And again, look at what's happening in New York. It's terrible. Look at what look at what this guy's saying. He's talking so much shit in a room where y'all not even present. I'm not saying any political side is good and is better than the other. But again, you have to be politically savvy. We have to be on code. There has to be a code. There has to be some type of cohesion, an agreement that says when you disrespect us, this is the consequence. This is the outcome. Just like the Jewish community. Look at what happened with Nick Cannon. He was made to I think to go to the Holocaust Museum, meet with rabbis, talk about things. We need to have consequences for things for everybody. But listen, I'm not a huge pontificator like Crobo, but you guys let me know what you guys think. And listen, at the end of the day, the whole Ukraine thing, I don't understand how anybody in their right mind could vote this man in again. With all the policies and everything he's passing. Listen, do you want an America like this, where things are just open and free and chaotic with no order? Y'all let me know, man. But as always, stay salty, and don't forget to check us out on Rumble, Highsodiumcontent podcast, on YouTube, Highsodiumcontent podcast. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Highsodiumcontent. Check me out on Twitch. Don't forget to check us out on Teespring, the merch. Oh man, I love this. This is my favorite one. We got all the cool hoodies on Teespring/Sodium Syndicate stores. What else? I feel like I'm missing something else. Check out DJ Crobo on Instagram, DJ_Crobo_. Me, Nyeckro, on IG. And I'll put all that stuff in the description. And don't forget to comment, let me know, you found this video useful. Give us a like and share. Click the bell for more episodes, and that's it. As always, stay salty.
Peace.
Go to school and get a good education. Stop all that gang. You not from the hood.